This is breaking news tonight. For the second week in a row, Black Lives Matter in Nashville is hosting a rally protesting the officer-involved shooting of Jacquees Clemens.
The event is being billed as Justice for Jacquees Part 2. News Channel 5's Jason Lamb joins us tonight from Legislative Plaza, where the rally is getting underway. What does it look like, Jason?
Well, right now, guys, there's about 40 people here who have organized, gathered around in a circle. They're listening to a speaker right now really go over a list of demands they have in relation to this officer-involved shooting. Now, Jacquees Clemens was shot and killed by Metro Officer Josh Lippert earlier this month after a traffic stop near downtown. Clemens was laid to rest over the weekend, and the investigation into his death is ongoing. For those of you following on Facebook Live, again, I'm Jason Lamb. Follow me on NC5_Jason Lamb. This is the rally, the rally that is now turned into a march. And you can see there is a police presence out here tonight. They are blocking off the intersections as they go along here. Right on, we're coming up on 4th Avenue.
Black Lives Matter in Nashville is holding a rally right now.
It's to demand justice for this man, Jacquees Clemens, who was shot and killed during a confrontation with a Metro police officer. News Channel 5's Jason Lamb is live at Legislative Plaza with the very latest. Jason, this is the second week in a row these protests have happened.
Yeah, that's right. And this one, just like last week, has culminated in a march. This march has ended up at the historic Metro Courthouse. Now, as you may know, there is a Metro Council meeting going on right now, and the speaker here is saying that they want to go inside. But you can see there are some Metro police officers guarding these front doors. So we're just going to wait and see here kind of what happens. It looks like people are moving toward the doors here. Let's follow them. Okay, so we have Metro officers and the Sheriff's Department up here.
To go back. Step back beyond those steps, please.
There's one gentleman here just released an announcement. You want us to do what next?
If you want to protest, ma'am, you have to protest at the edge of those steps.
What about talking to elected officials?
You can talk to elected officials. There are no signs allowed in the courthouse. Okay. And as long as everybody acts appropriately, no signs in the courthouse, no banners or anything. Everybody's got to go through screening. We'll screen you and get you up into the... Yeah.
All right, so everybody knows if you are going to behave properly, you're allowed to go in with no signs and no banners. You will need to go through a screening process. There is a checkpoint. If you have anything on you that needs to stay outside, some of us can hold that for you here and protect it.
Yeah.
Any further instructions?
No, ma'am. That's
now, if we stay right here and talk to each other and the rest of our city, what will happen?
What's that, ma'am?
If we stay right here to talk to each other and the rest of our community.
All right, guys, so it is, we're here at Metro Council Chambers, right outside of the Council Chambers, where it looks like this group is looking to go in, maybe one by one or one at a time, to talk to elected leaders. This after a march, a short march downtown from this group. Again, the second march in as many weeks out here protesting that officer-involved shooting that killed Jacquees Clemens. Reporting live in Nashville, Jason Lamb, News Channel 5. We'll stay on this.
Jason, thanks so much. We want to give you a timeline of events in this case. Investigators say Clemens was shot during a confrontation with Metro Police Officer Josh Lippert. This happened on February 10th during a traffic stop right outside the James Casey homes. We're told Lippert claims he shot Clemens after he refused to drop a loaded gun, which was found at the scene. Clemens was rushed to the hospital but didn't survive. Officer Lippert remains on administrative assignment pending an investigation. The TBI took over this investigation last week.
All right, again, if you are just joining us, this is Jason Lamb. We are streaming live on Facebook inside the Metro Council Chambers now after some of these marchers went in here to talk to some of their elected officials. Again, these are protesters.
Motion carries.
Hold on.
I was opposed in our race.
I did not see you raise your hand. I'm sorry. We're on to the next agenda item.
I'm not going, so.
That brings us to the consent.
Several council members were attempting to get your attention.
That brings us.
Were you just not paying attention?
The following items.
Are you going to answer our questions?
I'm standing here today in opposition of this public hearing.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You're out of order.
Congressman, Councilman
You're out
Withers,
of order, ma'am.
and that literally Jacquees Clements has been dead almost 2 weeks now, and you can show up and do a public hearing for Wild Cow, but yet nothing has been legislated for the justice of his murder. And so we are here today to say that is unacceptable. And even in those, I'm sorry, even in those 2 meetings,
Meeting is adjourned.
the chief of police refused to come to a meeting about
Justice for Jacquees! Please! Justice for Jacquees! 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 Shut it down!
Justice for Jacquees!
Thanks, Steve. A Black Lives Matter rally has now entered a Metro Council meeting.
Demonstrators demanding justice for Jacquees Clements, who was shot and killed during a confrontation with a Metro police officer. Jason Lamb is there. Let's listen in.
All I'm going to say, I don't speak for the council. The vice mayor run this council. He's in charge of it. I don't. He has promised. We believe in him. We follow him. And we hear everything you said. So please cooperate with us. Let's not make Jacquees' life a mockery by what we're doing, but let's see that real justice is done. I'm saying if we want real justice, if we want real solutions, if we want real solutions, we would give this opportunity a chance. You made your mark. You spoke very clear.
Senator, Councilman Withers still in the building right now?
Well, that's not here nor there. But this is what I can tell you. That man up there, listen. Okay, this man up here controls this council. And I can tell you he's going to be fair with us all. And he's going to make sure that you guys are heard. I promise you that. But let us, hold on, sir.
Since the driving on black report was released. It was in
Sir,
October.
sir, we have a council meeting tonight. And all I want to say to you, if we really want justice to be done, I understand. Understand.
My uncle was killed 20 years ago. 20 years ago, and it's still happening.
And the chief is sitting back there hiding, sir.
That's right. We can't
Protected.
We do give all respect to Vice Mayor Biden. We give all respect to Vice Mayor David Bradley. But we still need to know that our voice be heard. He can only do so much. He's one man. But I do respect him.
I promise you you're going to be heard.
Guys, this is Jason Lamb reporting from inside Metro Council chambers. You can see the Vice Mayor just tried to start the meeting again, and look at this. It has erupted, chanting inside Metro chambers again. The last few minutes have been very dramatic.
Our house! Whose house? Our house! Whose house? Our house!
Jason, if you can hear us, how many protesters are there in the meeting approximately?
Yeah, Rory, I can hear you. It looks like there's probably about 24 protesters here right now. And look at this. Look behind here, Angie. Turn back here. You have Metro Council members just standing up here listening to these people while some are sitting down. And there's the Vice Mayor back there, David Briley, trying to figure out what to do. Should he continue this meeting? But, I mean, they just keep yelling in the background. It really can't happen right now.
Right. David Briley, you mentioned the Vice Mayor who kind of oversees and runs the Metro Council meetings. And right now you're saying he is just silent and they're letting them chant.
Agenda!
right. I mean, really, there's nothing more that this body can do. Some of the Metro Council members, again, are standing up, listening to this. Others are sitting down with their backs turned to them. But there is Mr. David Briley back there, the vice mayor, who is really just letting them get their message out right now. This is really something I've never seen before in Nashville.
Jason, are any of the other council people going to approach them? Have any of the others approached them other than the one gentleman we saw earlier?
Yes, there have been a few who've come up to them and said, you know what? You've made your point, everybody hears you, and they promised a hearing in the future. But then that was really just responded to by these protesters saying, amend the agenda, we want to talk right here and right now, and that is what has led us to really an impasse between these protesters and the Metro Council.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jason. We just had a shot there of Metro Police Chief Steve Anderson, who's also in the meeting. Have they addressed him specifically, and what exactly are they asking for? We know this investigation is now in the hands of the TBI, and there's not much more we can do until we hear from the TBI and they release the results of their investigation.
Yes, that's right, but they want to hear from the chief again. They say they have a list of demands, one of which includes the firing of Officer Josh Lippert. But they have a whole list of demands that they would want to present to the chief of police. That has not yet happened yet.
Looks like there's a councilwoman who approached the desk of the vice mayor. Do you have any idea of what she's asking for?
At this point, I don't know exactly what that conversation sounds like is going on right now, but as you can see, there is a large group of people up by the vice mayor's chair there, really probably discussing what to do next, because this is a major problem, really something unseen here. Oh, and now he's getting up off of his chair.
Maybe he's coming to talk with them and make a decision about whether or not to temporarily adjourn the meeting. And he's talking with Chief Anderson there. Jason, we're just about out of time, but of course we're going to check in online on your Facebook page and throughout the evening, and the very latest on this coming up at 10 o'clock tonight.
Thanks so much for watching. Join us at 10.
All right, guys, for those of you who are still following along on Facebook Live, I'm Jason Lamb. Thanks for turning over from the broadcast that just ended. We are still here in Metro Council chambers, where apparently these protesters have demanded 20 minutes to speak. They say if they get 20 minutes to speak, they will then leave the meeting, but they say they will not until then. And take a look over there. The discussions are still going on. This really is very remarkable. I've never seen something like this here in Nashville. The meeting really taken to a halt, and now there's Vice Mayor David Briley, who runs this meeting in conversation apparently with several Metro Council members, trying to figure out what to do next. Again, you can get more information on this on my Facebook page, NC5_Jason Lamb. We're going to be posting more video and images there.
Okay. They're going to allow for us to make a motion to allow for a 20-minute comment period at the end of the agenda. Is that okay?
Let me ask. Okay. If everyone will have a seat, I will bring the meeting back to order.
So that has been they're allowing us 20 minutes at the end of the agenda. Is that okay?
Shit, no. I gotta go to bed. I got class tomorrow.
It won't be a long agenda. It's just there's no other public hearing. It's zoning. It won't be very long.
This is a very short meeting.
We will listen. We will listen.
Please.
Council members,
20 minutes.
We want to hear you. But that's not the protocol, and we're doing something that's an exception, and that's because we care. Please.
Let me ask first. What do y'all want to do?
Now.
It's not arranged for us.
Again, these protesters saying they are not going to leave unless they get a hearing right now. The Metro Council members are saying they'll hear them at the end of the meeting for 20 minutes. They want to be heard right now.
If you will not have a seat, you will be removed.
We want to do
But
it.
we can't waste it after it's over with because you guys gonna get up. You're gonna get up and leave, and you're not even gonna give us that much respect to listen to us.
I have shown you, especially, a lot of patience. Have a seat, Ms. Greenland.
Okay, can you guarantee us y'all gonna stay and listen to us? Okay then. Well, they guarantee they're gonna stay and listen to us. So let's have a seat. Let's have a seat.
If you do not
Councilwoman
stay,
Thompson.
we will come back.
All right.
Council Lady Johnson.
Thank you.
You're recognized.
Okay.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. I'd like to move for approval to have a 20-minute comment period at the end of the agenda this evening.
That's all we had to do.
From your news and information leader, this is News Channel 5 at 10.
Justice for John Queen! Justice for John Queen! Justice for John Queen! Justice for John Queen! Justice for John Queen!
Chaos at the Metro Courthouse.
Protesters stop a Metro Council meeting in its tracks, interrupting order and demanding they be heard. It all started as a march to protest the officer-involved shooting of Jacquees Clemens before the protesters opened up in front of Metro Council.
And new at 10, News Channel 5's Jason Lamb was there for it all. Jason, we saw this all unfold live tonight along with you. A dramatic confrontation right as the council was meeting.
That's right. I have really never seen anything like this. A Metro Council meeting grinds to a halt as protesters and their voices take over.
No justice, no peace!
It was a march that started the same as others in Nashville over the last few weeks.
Justice for Jacquees!
But tonight, on the steps of Nashville's historic courthouse,
It looks like people are moving toward the doors here. Let's follow them.
similarities ended.
Step back beyond those steps, please.
Angry over the Metro officer-involved shooting that killed Jacquees Clemens more than a week ago.
As long as everybody acts appropriately, no signs in the courthouse.
With no signs and no banners.
These protesters weren't going to let the doors that led to the Metro Council meeting
If you want to go in, give us your sign.
stop them. And inside the meeting,
We are not leaving until we get a response.
the protesters wouldn't let an already set council agenda that didn't include them stop them either.
We still need to know that our voice be heard.
Presenting council members with a situation they likely never imagined what to do about this.
Amend the agenda!
No. Meeting is adjourned for 5 minutes. Please clear the audience.
Justice for Jacquees!
No one inside was arrested, and by the time all the shouting died down,
Listen. Okay, this man up here controls this council.
council members did speak with the protesters.
And we're doing something that's an exception, and that's because we care.
No question, they were heard tonight.
Shut it down!
Our cameras were there for the aftermath of all this, a special 20-minute hearing to listen to the protesters.
All we want is justice. We want justice for this family. We want to know what is the protocol for the next training of a police officer when he pull over somebody else and they start running.
Now, one thing they are asking for is a citizens review board with subpoena power during any officer-involved shooting. Now, as I said, tonight's events just got more incredible as they went along, and we were streaming for everything from the rally to the march to the dramatic confrontation here at Metro Council Chambers, and we were rolling on everything. We have the entire raw video clips of those confrontations and the hearing with Metro Council. They're posted right now on my Facebook page, NC5_Jason Lamb. You really should take a look at that. Reporting live in Nashville, Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
Jason, thank you.